feels like always the longer you don't stream, the harder it feels to actually click on go live. Because there is a bit of a hesitancy, and it's like, is anyone even like going to show up? Seriously, the last couple weeks, again, I don't know what I've done to annoy some deity up there or whatever, but my health and especially my immune system has been down the drain, and I hate this. Samagucho, you here? Oh, hello there. How you doing? I hope you've been doing better than me. Good time of the day, everyone. You haven't seen this face in a while, at least not in this situation, I'm guessing. And yeah, I'm finally here again. I missed this. Whenever I can't stream for whatever reason, I'm really like, I've started realizing that don't get me wrong, I love gaming. I love the gaming world. But I started realizing that I'm enjoying games so much more when I can share them rather than when I can play by myself, which is kind of annoying, I must admit. Because, don't get me wrong, there's not a lot of times most days. But sometimes it would be nice to just sit down and play. But it's more fun with, like, when I can say, like, look at this. Fungusidora, yeah! Stream, exactly, finally. You didn't see me with glasses yet. Samagucho. Yeah, those are my Harry Potter / Faker memorial glasses. And they help my eyes when I'm staring at my screen for too long. It's surprising how well it works. Oh, would you look at that? Standis, hi there. 36 months. You officially crossed the 3 years border. My goodness. Thank you so much. Oh, finally back. So, enough blah blah about my brain, and thanks for the follow. And some hello there. I'm finally starting to feel good again. Fingers crossed it's going to stay that way. I haven't forgotten about Wonderstop. Normally, you know me, that I'm not the most consistent when finishing games on stream, but I really want to finish Wonderstop with you. But I think if I would do that right now, my throat would give out once again, because, oh my god, is there a lot of voice acting in that one, and I don't want to stop that. So, I want to today do something a bit lighter, not an actual real game. It's supposed to be a mini game, but I've heard great things about it, and I actually waited so I can play it with you, because as aforementioned, I enjoy playing games when I can play them with people. You're doing pretty good, Samagucho. That's great to hear. And thank you, Ensum. This is I should probably wash my hair, but I don't want to, and this still looks good hairstyle. So, Demon's Hand. From what I've heard, League of Legends meets Balatro. Any of you played it yet? Probably. It's been out for a while. As you can see up there, it's still... up there. It's still out for 21 days. So let's check this out, actually. You got a new job and moved to Pilsen 2 weeks ago. How's Pilsen? Is it nice? We always drive through there when visiting my family. So, good thing I already have basically all the sigils unlocked by playing a bit too much Arena. And we're going to start with the story mode. I hope there is some sound, because currently everything is very silent. And otherwise you'll just have to listen to only me. It's going to be a bit boring, no? So this is a progress of the story that we already, I think, started hearing from League of Legends over the past couple months. It feeds on the frozen battlefield of the Noshtai Valley. Regarding Mordekaiser, one of the primary evils. He sometimes reminds me of Diablo in like his role. And this seems to be Atakan. Atop the tallest peaks of Almond, deep in the forest of Kalthala and elsewhere. Yeah, let's throw around some names that I have no idea about. Places in Runeterra, probably. And I guess, my old friend, I have been waiting. Your journey here was long. You must be tired. So quick to anger. Time has not dulled your fury. Atakan. Who are you? Care for a game? Oh! That's kind of nice. Katashli. I'm guessing that means something as well. Wait, is there like an option? No, everything is set to maximum. Well, let's continue. Let's play some games. So, Atakan, demon / corrupted human, warrior from the San Usal who was more... If you're interested in the deep lore of all of this, I recommend checking out the internet webs online, because I could yap about that for the next 2 hours and it would probably still be not finished yet. So, it seems like this guy got into some trouble. You're missing a hand and an eye, sir. It looks a bit like Inscryption. True! That was actually my first thought as well when I've seen like the first screenshots. But people that played it compared it more to Balatro, so I'm curious about that. You remember the rules? Nope. Tell me. You've played this game hundreds of times. So I am Atakan. Have I? Nope. Your mind is fractured. I will guide you. Bison. It looks a bit more... I must admit, visually it looks a bit more like Inscryption than Balatro, definitely. In front of you, a deck of cards. You must craft attacks from these to deal damage to my cards. So this seems a bit unfair, like many against singular. I'm not sure yet if the crop works nicely that I currently have going, because this is played in the League of Legends launcher and I don't want to show the whole UI around it all the time. But I think everything important is visible. We'll see. A long-forgotten image from your past. I guess, I mean, there are still bisons, but not ones, hopefully, not ones that look like this. The book to your left will elaborate. Rulebooks. Okay. Karika! you subscribed for 2 months. Oh my god, thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. Means a lot. Welcome back. Yes, I'm also very, very happy to be back. It's been a while, right? I'm finally feeling somewhat good, and we're here to check out a new-ish card game. How have you been? How are you? I hope good. 55888 is a full house. True. In a normal game, I would say that, but I doubt it works that way here. It is time to attack. You can select up to 5 cards. Or maybe you're correct, Stennis. We'll see. So, if you find your hand unsatisfying, you may discard. Discard the cards. Haha. But beware. Your health is finite. Okay. Still everything visible? Beautiful. The only thing you can't see is there is one marker underneath this one. But I think we're still good. So... is this just going by... I mean, this is a tutorial, right? Let's see if we actually... Aha! So it actually is a full house. Or a grand war host. War host? What if I do a 4, 5, 6? No, I guess it misses the 7 to do an 8. So, solo... Diet, 2. Triad, 3. Is there any other combinations? No. Okay, so let's do the full house / grand war host. Attack my minions. Oh, it died. Was that the Nexus animation? Like when you destroy the Nexus in League? Feels like it looks very similar. You think it was 2 months last month? You think wait. I need to look up your subscription numbers then, Karika. So if you subscribed for 2 months last month and now for 2 months, does that mean 3 months into the future? I have no idea how that works. Great streamer. But I'm glad to hear you're fine. You're planning another doctor visit? Doctor visits are fantastic as long as they are voluntarily. Like, take best care of your health, please. You know, I like to end my streams with, like, stay safe. And I mean that. Seriously? This sounds like something your grandma might tell you, but your health is important. I've had too much trouble in recent years by now, and I wish it would be as easy as just going to the doctor sometimes. Now on to other matters. In San Usal's army, you journeyed far across the land, through dense forests, down mountain peaks to rocky shores. Each encounter from your past is laid out before you. Use this foresight to your advantage. Okay. We have cards that explain that we have single, double, like twin. Okay, so this is where the comparison to poker comes into play, I'm guessing, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, a march. 4, 7, 8, king and queen? I'm guessing. And it's the same suit. Grand Warhost is the full house. Tetrad, an attack with a set of 4 cards sharing the same rank. Okay. Marching Horde, an attack with a run of 5 cards in sequential order that all... Okay. So, March and Horde, if you come, like the upper level, you go from March to Horde to Marching Horde. Aha! And then, obviously, a notification that an esports match is happening right now, in case you want to watch Team Heretics versus Movistar. Attack with a run of 5 highest cards. So those are like the equivalent of Joker, Queen, etc. It's a bit like poker in these attack sets, how we deal damage to the enemy, 2 bisons so far. You hate doctor visits because you spent too much time there as a child. I understand that. They also make it so difficult to feel relaxed at a doctor sometimes, right? Like, I wish doctors' offices would be more cozy, welcoming. I don't know what's the correct word. A bit less sterile, but I understand sterile is helpful and necessary for cleaning and cleanliness, hygiene, kind of important for a doctor. Okay, these are the sigils I unlocked, which I still think is a very strange system. You unlock the sigils for this mini-game by playing League of Legends itself. And I understand that they just want to get people to actually play their game, understandable. But it sometimes still feels like a bit of a weird decision to force someone into a game mode to play a different game mode. Grants an additional plus 30 damage after each attack this battle. Cards in the moon suit. Is it suite or suit? This is a prime example of English language difficult. You won't see much for a while because you need to wash your glasses. Now I imagine you putting them in the dishwasher and running a cycle. I'm guessing that's not it. Settings, yeah, we have those. And it seems like they're supposed to be sound and I just don't have any. And yeah, this is pretty much self-explanatory, right? So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, double 2, 3, 5 in a row, 5 of the same suit. What was this one? This is the equivalent of full house. An attack with a set of 4 cards sharing the same quartet. Why is this here? This should be here. I guess it's because it deals this amount of damage, right? They're going by damage. My brain would please like to have solo, diet, triad, and tetrad in a row. Marching Horde, a mix of March and Horde. And Demon's Hand, It's just like you have the perfect run of the highest cards. Okay. Okay, so it's supposed to be sweet. Like a sweet, like something sweet you eat. Like a sweet in an apartment, like in a hotel. Did I just close the game? Whoops. Okay, let's move on. Your doctors always give you a ton of things you're doing wrong and you don't like listening to that. Understandable. Very much so. Yeah, it's always problematic when the things that are supposed to help you feel like they don't, right? I like this card art. So, quick lore deep dive. The whole, like, Mordekaiser, big guy in armor. I'm not going to go into the newer history, but he originally was human. Like, he was this big, muscular dude. A bit like Shan Yu, like the boss, the boss of the Huns in Mulan, in case you want a visual image. And, yeah. He just conquered everything and everyone, basically. And the person we are playing at was one of his minions/soldiers. And that's explaining the art style, I'm guessing. So, gains 8% max health per attack. Bonk. Is that supposed to be a bear? Because I would rather not come across this guy. So we have 6, 6, 9, 10, 2, 3. So we have a double diet. Basically. And these buttons are for sorting, right? We can sort either... Well, that doesn't make sense. Why does it only sort the 4 first cards? It sorts by numbers or by sweet. But it seems like the thing that makes the most sense here is you're going with a double diet set. Does it do more damage when I add someone to the mix now? Potentially. But let's not. Let's just... Holy hell, you have 272 health points, I'm guessing. Let's see what happens. Okay, so the numbers at the bottom are not only the numbers that, like, define the name of the card, basically, but they also the damage number. Sort by sweetness, basically. 7, 8, 9, 10. No. Is any of these the next? No, I'm guessing not. Damn it. I could... If I do this and then this... No, that doesn't work. I'm still trying to understand this game. So this one and this one would be a double diet again. Correct? And if I would then add another card to the mix, that would deal additional damage. But it will also get rid of the card. Attack my elephant and dudes. Sort by pretty pictures. Yes, that sounds like a plan. Why are you glowing? Critical damage. Bonus critical damage. Okay. I like this picture. Like this looks like a shaman or like a druid or something like it. So, if I use you, you'll deal critical damage, if I'm understanding that correctly. Huh. Can I want to get rid of these 2 cards. Well, that was helpful. Not. There's one... We don't have a 9 anymore. Do those go in a row? What is this card? Where does this one belong? Is it the last one in the line? Didn't I have a list of all the cards? It is the last one. It's the ace, basically. This lady. So it's 1, 2. Sadly, we got rid of the dude. 3, 4. How often can I discard? Does it happen like 3 times a round? Let's try that. Aha! Would you look at that? So I should be able to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Why does this not work? Well, this works now. It has to be 5 cards. So it's the 10. This is a march. 5 cards in a row. An attack composed of a diet and a triad. Okay. An attack with a run of 5 cards, but they don't have the same color. That's the problem with the ones I have. Correct? Yes. So this is the best we can do, and it will probably kill this dude. Bye-bye, Grizzly Bear. That was a bit of overkill. But I think it's still good that we managed, because that would have been a bit of pain. And we only have 100 health points. Honestly, 15 would kind of hurt. Purchase new sigils. Ah. I mean, we can put my webcam up there. There's not really anything at the bottom either, but you're right. Oops, I'm moving the wrong thing again. I'm blocking the bit of the text like this. Hehehe. Your enemies are kamikazes. Yes, something like that. So let's see if this is good. You come across a trader. Sigils offer unique powers that amplify your deck. And the strength and style. I'm going to mix up the words now. Hands. Well, go on. Purchase a sigil. This is very, 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 very similar to Inscryption, honestly. It feels like Inscryption mixed with Balatro a bit. You got me scared for a second. Twitch says you stream LOL. Well, this is League of Legends, so to say. It is in the League of Legends browser, in the launcher. And I've actually been playing League. Actually been a bit down a League of Legends rabbit hole recently. But no League today. Hi, Zyrix. How are you doing? You can't see the first card if it's on the bottom. Oh, that's a good point then. Purchase a sigil. Which one do you want? This power feels familiar, as it should. In time, it will come back to you. So, attacks containing a march deal 70 damage plus. Common cards deal plus 30 damage. Oh, command. Command cards are the 4 highest cards. Ooh, that's nice. Grants plus 5 chance to draw critical cards. I have 12 coins. This costs 12 coins. Give me this one. Thank you. Oh, this is my sigil box, I'm guessing. You can always change your sigils by interacting with your sigil box. Now, let us continue on your journey. Loses 1 card. Or 1 discard. Brain work. Okay, so now you should be able to see everything, right? Yeah. We're just blocking the boring book. So you can see the nice deck and everything else. So 4-4, 5-5. So we would have a Dryad set. Not Dryad, Dyad. We also have a 1, 2, 3, 4. But only a 1, 2, 3, 4. The thing is, we can't use these cards by themselves. We have to add another one, right? This is not the same guy, right? This one has a hammer, and this one has a QB. Sorry, he killed you. Your brother. You're still good. So that doesn't work. So I could... So now I have to think whether I want to get rid of one of the 4s, maybe? Or both of the 4s? Or all of these? And potentially get a 10. Or I can get rid of some of the higher cards, because it leads up more to more potentially, like, fitting cards for our... Not street, it's called a march. So let's do just that.
Oh, hey, welcome.
Ahoy hoy.
You streaming?
Yeah.
Awesome.
And he's standing on my board.
He is. Thank you.
He came by and he didn't cause chaos. It's a rare happening. A rare peaceful static appeared. So, I obviously want to keep these most powerful cards, because they deal the most damage. We're basically creating a marching band. Yeah, something like that. We're creating a marching band. 1, 2, 3. Oh, would you look at that? This is going to hurt. We're creating a marching band of ancient... How do you say it? Like a Hun. Die Hunnen. But what's the adjective for it? An ancient warrior marching band, basically. When I was a young boy. Is that Marvin? Da 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 da. Hi there, how you doing? He's okay. He's actually very okay. Finally, he was also sick. Nukirian, krasny večer I tobie. We haven't talked for a while. I forgot this catchphrase. Hope you're doing good, Nukirian. I'm guessing this is what I'm doing, right? This is going to deal quite a bit of damage. But shouldn't it be like, don't we have this like all of the same color? An attack with a run of 5 cards in sequential order that all share the same suite. Oh, it's not just the right. It's this is fire, 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 sun and sun. I'm guessing it is fire, sun, moon. Don't know what that's supposed to be. Any guesses? Let's stomp the wolf. Go! Attack my minions. That was actually quite a bit of damage. So, nothing here fits in any way, shape, or form together. If I'm understanding this correctly, right? I mean, I have 1 diet, which is not bad. I'm guessing I should use this rather than just, like, discard them. Because I only have 1 discard left. Go ahead. And 24. That's not a lot. Now it's my turn to attack. Remarkable. What? What is remarkable? 10 damage. Okay. So I have now 1 QB killer that deals additional critical damage. So I could do this. I also have 5, 6, 7 as a street, as a march. But that's not quite what helps us here. Huh. So I have 3 cards here. And I have 5, 6, 7 in a row.
Chicken?
Yes, and your chipsitki, and there's the cake, and...
Also, which cake? Okay.
Which cake? Okay. Good. Seriously, if I wouldn't have, like, the contents of our fridge under supervision, he would just not eat anything. Because there wouldn't be nothing there if I wouldn't buy it. So, what do we do? I mean, I could make a bison? Well, what is this? What is this creature? A lot of cards are already gone. I could make a duo with the... I keep misclicking there. I could make a duo with these 2 cards. But that doesn't deal that much damage, and I will take 10. I could discard some. So if I discard... Like, these belong to... Okay, let's try. That was not helpful. Not in the slightest. So I can just do a diet, but that's it. Sadly. So we'll take another 10 damage. stupid wolf. 5, 6, 7. Okay, so 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, because now we definitely need the 100 damage. 135 damage. Couldn't have used that 2 rounds earlier at all. But that's the joy of card games. Purchase new sigils. Rest. Okay, that's kind of convenient. You need some rest, dude. Battles can be so tiring. Lucky that you found a place of respite. Oh, we got 8 health points, and we have a nice little red... I want to say ear, but I'm guessing it's a horn. Isn't it a hyena instead of a wolf? It says wolf, but it looks like a very hungry creature, which might as well be a hyena. But it says wolf, so I think it's one. I must admit that I'm a big fan of hyenas. Like, I know that in a lot of media, like Lion King, for example, they're not exactly the prettiest, coolest creatures, and they do eat, like, the dead animals and not hunt for fresh animals. A little bit like mammalian vultures. But I don't know, I find them somehow cute. They run so funnily because of their weird hunchback shape. And when we were at the zoo with QB one day, with our dog, we were at a hyena enclosure, and they were so fascinated with him. I honestly don't think they wanted to eat him, although that's definitely a possibility, but they were just staring at him, like, completely enraptured. Although, not as in love as the maned wolves, because if you don't know what I'm talking about, please look up maned wolf, and then look up my dog, because they look very similar. Long legs, orange, foxish. Speaking of fox, we're going to fight a firefox now. And I think they were really thinking, why are you out there and we are in here? You look like us. Speaking of cursed doggos, Dennis, So what do? Fire cards do not deal card value damage. Ah, that's great. Because we totally don't have 3 here. Wonderful. The firefox is immune to fire. So they do still deal... They do still deal damage according to, like, the combos, but not according to the value on the card. Which is kind of sad. So, how much does this deal damage by itself? I'm guessing it's like 10. How much? I was just about to say how much damage does an ace deal, but I don't think that's how it works, right? So this would be a 13. Well, this will just deal 10 because it's a freaking fire card. Let's go... I keep forgetting that you can actually, like, use up more cards. This is not going to deal too much. It's a dyad. But the fact that we get rid of all these fire cards... Is that a good thing? So I feel like... This is obviously the story mode. There is 2 more... higher difficulty settings. There are 2 more higher difficulty settings. And I see why. Because I feel like there's potentially so much strategic thinking involved. Like, thinking, okay, so these cards are already out of the deck. So if I get rid of these, I will get more of these. Which is a good thing. So by that logic, don't click on the X. That's the evil one. If I use this... maybe I'll get lucky and get a lot of non-fire cards and deal some more damage the next round. And I still get the diet and crit bonus. Potentially. It's something. 35. Not bad. So we are slowly building up our hand of non-fire cards, basically. That's the current plan. Because they are useful to... I feel like I want to keep this one. Because this is starting to become a march. A marching band. 2, 2, 2, 2. Do I want to get rid of anything else? I don't think so. I think we're going to take 7 damage now, though. Which is never great. Okay. This looks better. So we have a 7, 8. Doesn't help us that much. I'm going to get rid of these, I think. Because we need black cards, but we need higher ones. We need like moon or whatever this... I'm not sure if it's supposed to be like... Maybe it's a scroll? You know? Okay, we have... I mean, we have 2 8s. And 2 0s/aces. Do I really want to do that, though? Because I feel like I don't. I need fitting cards to build a march. Basically. Which this game just doesn't want to do. I mean, I have a 6, 7, 8 now. If I would have a 9, that would be fantastic. But I don't think I'm allowed to. We need the 7, 8, 6, 7, 8. So either I can use these ones to actually deal some damage, or I can get rid of the 6 and potentially get a better card. Let's do that. Give me a 6, but the other way around, please. Ask and you shall receive. That is actually kind of cool. So I can now... I still don't have a 2, right? But I can 7, 8, 9, 10. And a 1. Would you look at that? Not the march that I wanted. I would have preferred the higher numbers, but at least it's going to deal... Might not kill, but it's going to deal quite a bit of damage. Yep. 134. Whew. We need another healing potion, please. I'm wondering if there are some sigils that heal you. So the 6 is a bit useless here. 5, 5, ace, ace, and a 6 as a crit. This should kill. Bye-bye, Fox. Haha! Kreese, hello! Wish you all the luck, because I have none in this game. Well, we'll see how this is going. This is the story mode. Have you been playing? Like, obviously you have been playing. Have you been playing the higher difficulty modes? Or is it just not going well in general with this minigame? Demon's Hand. There's actually a game already. This is something that Riot has done twice now, because they recently announced the name for their real life physical, shockingly enough, in our day and time, for their real life physical card game, TCG, that is called Riftbound. While Riftbound is the name of an already existing video game. And The Demon's Hand is also the name of an existing video game. Both of those are indies, but still. I'm not sure if they, like, protected their names or anything. But I guess they just fell too much in love with those names to pick something else. Skill issue? Yeah. In a luck-based game, it's always a skill issue when you're unlucky. Restores health equal to 40% of damage taken after each battle. See, this is what I'm talking about. Reduces all damage taken by 1. Increases to 3 when below 50% health. Also good. Attacks containing a triad deal 85 damage. I think we haven't managed to do a single triad yet. Restores health equal to 40% of damage taken. So you get half back. I just took 14, so I would get 7 back. With this one, I would have taken 12 instead of 14, which is not as good. So give me this one. This one. Thank you. And I don't have enough money for any more. You finished story mode and thought it'd be okay with some Balatro knowledge, but hell was I mistaken. I'm kind of stuck on mid difficulty without fixing the deck as you can in Balatro. Yeah, I understand that. Like, the less variables you can affect, the more luck-based it is, right? True, it is officially Rift-bound League of Legends TCG, so probably less problematic in terms of name. But still. I mean, it does have a ring to it, right? Rift-bound. So we could fight the wolf again. This one. No, actually, it's a starving wolf this time. This one was a normal wolf. Or we can fight an unknown elite enemy. Well, no risk, no fun, right? Would you look at that other fox? Each turn, one random suite of cards does not deal damage. Oh, screw you, fox. That's going to make it a bit difficult to plan, huh? So, we can... Like, these don't deal damage this round, which is just wonderful. We would have 3/3 and 1/1, and then we could add this one into the mix and deal quite a bit of damage, but this is 604. Ay. Let's see if this works. Like, if we're just going full force like this. Or if we're going to just die. Because this is going to deal 14 damage every round. Ouch! Like, not every round, every time it attacks. That's the correct sentence. I have 6, 7, 8, 10. That doesn't work. I do have 10, 10, 8, 8. But I feel like if I'm just going for diets, this is not going anywhere, right? I really need, like, a march. It feels like against an elite enemy... Well, you seem excited for Riftbound. Bye-bye money. Yeah, I understand that. The cards do definitely look better than what they originally revealed. Those looked kind of boring and bland. But I will have to see. I'm still kind of salty that I can no longer play Legends of Runeterra PvP. So Riot card games is currently still a bit of a sore topic, I would say. But I'm always willing to be convinced, so I'm looking forward to see more about it. I think this is not going to be played anytime soon. This is not going to be played anytime soon. I could 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That would also work, so I should keep the 4. So let's discard this one. Would you look at that? 4, 5, 6, 7, and... Which 8 are we taking? Doesn't make much of a difference, right? So, extra damage, here we go. You had to leave and now the fox suddenly has way more health. It's a different fox. It's an elite level fox, but yeah. Okay, so this is unfortunate. I could do a combo here like this. A diet set. But is that going to help me? I'm losing out on 14 damage by using these cards now, which is, I don't think, the right idea. If I just do this, I at least only miss out on 4. And I can add the 5 to it. So we're trying to build up our hand towards something in terms of, like, better in terms of numbers, at least. Still better, I think, to use it dealing 29 damage rather than discarding it. Although that will bring us closer to losing 14 health. Attack. Why did the 5 die? Oh, do only cards in sets deal damage? Huh. Good to know. Great. I'm glad we have the sigil. If we make it through the fight, we at least get a lot of health back. Maybe Riftbound can help Legends of Runeterra a bit with its release, since they can cross-use art, and maybe it will bring some players in back. I'm not sure if that's... I think it potentially could work, although the games seem to be quite different. But I'm not sure that's really, like, even on Riot's mind in this regard. I think Legends of Runeterra is just basically now in suspension mode of it keeps on running, it still actually gets updates, but it's nowhere near, like, active promotional... on the active promotional mind. What do I do here? I mean, I could do this. And if I don't use this one... Wait. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Ha ha! Die, Fox. That was actually nice. I didn't get back as much health as I hoped. I guess the Fox only got to attack once. Whoops! But we still got to defeat an elite enemy. That is cool. Restore 40% missing health. Purchase new sigils. Give me health. Demons, creatures of darkness, always hungry, always waiting. Their words are like smoke, easy to lose yourself in. Are you a demon? No. But demons lie. Deceit is their trait. So perhaps I am a demon. Or is this a lie itself? If I'm lying about being a liar, am I lying? Smart. If you give nothing to a demon, then you leave nothing to take. Why does this guy remind me of Naruto? Isn't there a character, there's probably more characters than one, that is completely, like, bandaged up around the face? I'm also wondering if this person still has a hand. Like, how far back the arm actually is. Maybe it could be still, like, could be with a hand. Probably more likely. Zabuza! Correct, that's the name. Also shows that I've watched, like, 15 episodes of Naruto, probably. I never quite got into that. I'm not sure why. Yeah, I completely agree with you, Kreese. Legends of Runeterra is quite the cool game, and it's a shame that it wasn't as successful as it could have been. It was just too generous, I'm guessing. But it's still fun. Maybe we'll see a resurgence, something like that. Wasn't Zabuza one of the water ninjas? Like it was one of the first enemies, wasn't it? Maybe I'm misremembering. They feed on the weakness within us. I have no weakness. Then you have nothing to worry about, my friend. Continue, we got all our health back. Lovely. Naruto is the one that does the Z running, right? Yeah, the typical, my arms are broken and just flutter behind me running. Basically that. Who are we fighting? A flock? Okay. I'm guessing this is just the normal symbol for, like, you're fighting someone. But ravens don't have this paw prints. With all the other ones, I would have accepted it. Like wolves and foxes, bears, sure. But a raven? Nope. All command cards are drawn face down. Huh. Itazina, hello! Good day, how are you doing? Long time no seen. I hope you've been better than me. To sum it up. Exiled ninja from the Hidden Mist, one of 7 swordsmen of the Hidden Mist. Ah, yeah, see, something like that. Something water, and there was... Wait, he was not alone. There was also, like, a smaller one. Was it a girl? It was one of the first missions, right? That, like, Naruto, Sakura, Sasuke went on. Haku! Haku is, in my brain, more linked to Spirited Away, but something like that. He was a boy? Well, I think he had long hair, maybe? Damn it. As I said, I don't remember much. So this just means we don't know what we're using. Fantastic. I do have 2 10s, but that doesn't really help us. I have 7, 9, 2 3s, 2 10s. This could deal quite a bit of damage, but I don't think enough. I would like to get rid of the 3s. They're a bit too low to build anything here. So let's attack like this. First mission when the trio went out of the village. Something like that, I remembered, Karika. Even Naruto was surprised he's a boy. I mean, Naruto is also a couple years old by now, and I think the concept of boys can also have long hair or look a bit androgynous was a bit less normal back then. Team 7, true. Wait, there was like when the ninjas in training went had like the yeah. I'm starting to remember stuff. You've returned, Fungisidora. Well, welcome back to talking about Naruto and fighting ravens. So, what do we do here? We have a lot of these cards. Okay, the cool thing is we now know that these 2 are the same. That's kind of fun. These 2 are the same. Let's see if maybe we have... No, it's not a line. Oh, this is actually quite tricky. A diet. We really don't want that, basically. We would prefer... Can I affect the face down cards with sword? Oh, that's a good point. Oh. Aren't you the cleverest one? 10 points to Kreese. Busy as usual, Mondays are crazy. Why is it always Mondays? People were just like, yeah, it's the weekend, we're not touching anything, and then on Monday it's like, let's throw everything on a pile. Last few days I was really happy, so nothing to make me have a bad day. That's fantastic. You didn't miss the ending of Wonder Stop. I'm actually planning to, shockingly enough, because as you might know, I'm not always finishing my games on stream. Actually would like to finish Wonder Stop with you, but because I'm still not 1000% healthy, I decided to postpone that for a couple days still, until my throat won't die from voicing way too many characters. What's my favorite music genre? All of them. I listen to everything from folk to pop to metal. It depends purely on my mood. It's easier to say what I don't like. You remember more things about Naruto from fan fictions than the anime? Oh, that rings very true, Karika. Not about Naruto necessarily, but about other fandoms. Very, very, very much so. 7, 9, 10, 10. We don't know what these are. We know that these are like a double. And 9, 10, question mark. So we know that, we obviously know that one of them is missing, but it's not the ace. So it's either the 11, 13, or 14. Like the 1, 2, or 3 is missing here. We need more face down cards. You're really curious about the ending. Me too. Was I at Chronicles with Static on Friday? Yes. It was actually the first day that I felt even remotely healthy. And I was very glad about that because the concert was really, really, really cool. As I said, I'm currently down a bit of a League of Legends rabbit hole. I've been watching way too much esports. I've been watching all the matches of the LCK, most of the ones from the LEC, some LPL. By the way, if you ever were interested in watching League of Legends madness, watch the T1 versus Gen G match. That was insane. What do I do here? I don't want, like, this is again one of those situations where I need one of the higher combos. So I need at least, like a Tetrad would be good, Marching Horde even better, but even like something like this would be already dope. March, Horde, can I do a, I'm not paying enough attention to that, but I'm guessing that's also not possible. Stupid face down cards. You don't play LOL anymore, but LOL has a strong grip on your soul. I understand that. I recently, when I was stressing and I wasn't able to fall asleep, I played there's this website that has you name all, how many are there? 170 champions from League of Legends. And my current record is like 5.5 minutes or something. And I feel like I could do faster if I could type faster. You were there as well, Chris? Yeah, it was really cool. It was immensely cool. Especially because it was, like, if you imagine just one person behind this, Snappy in this case, just like building this whole event. Really, really cool. Oh yeah, give it a shot, Ituzina, and tell me which one you keep forgetting, because there's always one for me. And usually it's Kassadin. What do we do here? What should I strive for? I could do like two diets, 2 duos. But that doesn't really feel helpful because we need to do a lot of damage. And also, if we get rid of these cards, we're completely ruining our chances to build a march. So let's not do that. So I feel like we should rather try to build towards... Like, I can just... One of these also needs to go. We're trying to build a march. That's our goal here. Going to be very annoying if we get face cards and we would have a quadruple pair, also called Tetrad. But I feel like that's much less likely to happen. So let's do this. What style of decoration would fit hard and fast metal in Geometry Dash? Some like lightning bolts. Triangles all over, like. Didn't expect Snappy himself on Warriors. Yeah, it sounded pretty dope. I must admit, I was most impressed, just because I know how difficult the song is, by the line. My body's on the line now. Da-da-da-da-da. That was just surprisingly on point. And this is not good. So we have now a duo here, which we also don't want. So let's slowly get rid of these cards. We need an 8 or one of these. You left shortly after Kane was released, so it's been a while. Oh, that's going to be fun then, Ituzina. I must admit, with like concerts like this, with huge amounts of people and well-known songs, the coolest ones are always the one where the crowd goes wild. And in that case, I think there's nothing better than Rise, with like Prove Yourself and Rise. Also, that is forever in my brain saved as the Doe song, because yeast dough proves and then rises and then you bake it. And it's starting to become an insider joke. Okay, so 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh no, none of them fit. Frick. So we now know that this is a 2, 3, and ace. 2, 3, and ace. Huh. Good old Kassadin. Still remember the days when he was one of the first champions to play against. Nowadays you're happy that it's him and no other bullshit new champs. I mean, he's been in a couple pro matches recently due to a Fearless Draft, so he's still annoying. Do we just get rid of one of the 10s? Let's do that. I'm desperately trying to get it either a 6 or this one. Not a 2. We're not getting lucky. Okay. What do we do with this? I must say I'm currently very... Oh, look at that! We can build a horde. That's when we have like the same suite. Haha! Not quite what I had in mind, but it also works. Let's go. 169 damage. Halfway there. Nice, nice, nice. Whew. This is complicated enough, Stenders. If this would not show me the combo, I would die. I would have no choice but to lose. All in hand, hello, and thank you. This is one of my favorite chill hairstyles. Don't have to worry too much about it. 4, 5, 6, 7. That's good. We have 3 of them are fire. Maybe there's... Oh, wait. So these are... Okay, so these are duo. 4, 5, 6, 7. This one doesn't work. This one doesn't work. This one doesn't work. Too bad. I hoped there might be another fire card hidden here, but... Haha! I think you go bye-bye now, Raven. That's a bit of an overkill, but it worked. Lovely. I must say my current favorite league thing, due to the fact that I've been watching quite a bit of esport, is the fact that my beloved good girl Nafiri is currently, after her slight change to her abilities, she's a bit overpowered still. So she actually gets played in pro play, which is fun. Permanently gains +8 damage after its attacks. Oh, that's not fun. That is not fun. Are we fighting Alistair's dad? You were in Snappy's stream yesterday and he said that the orchestra was kind of baffled from the first song when the whole hall started singing the song. And during Legends Never Die, when people saw Czech players and hyped it, he said it kind of scared the orchestra. The thing is, that's what I always think. I've been to a couple of those, like, gaming concerts by now, gaming orchestral concerts For example, not too long ago was a Final Fantasy one. And I oftentimes think that these like classically trained musicians that usually play for people in like probably fancy outfits that like drink some champagne in the pauses and more classical music, that they always seem a bit overwhelmed by the nerds that just like are so hyped by the music that they fell in love with. So I think it's an enjoyable thing for them, but I think it can be easily overwhelming when you're not used to it. I still, that particular song, the one where they showed the legends, the players, we were trying to figure out why they picked those players in particular, like what the criteria was. The Durians said that they're not accustomed to people interacting during the performance. Exactly. Am I just getting rid of these two? It's still going to deal 24 damage, which is not nothing, at least. I could just get... 1, 2, ace. Oh, my... This is going to be painful. Feel like we don't have enough sigils to fight this. Maybe that's just me. So if I go... So the first attack is... How many attacks do we have? Let's quickly go by. I need a calculator. Where is my brain? So let's quickly go. 8 plus... The next one will deal 16. The next one will deal 24. Then the next one will be 32. Okay, so we have 3 attacks, so we have 6 rounds to defeat this. Why does that feel a bit impossible? Hey, Robert, you came for League of Legends and instead you're watching some weird Hearthstone? Well, I mean, it is a card game, but it is also League of Legends. It is the Demon's Hand minigame or like launcher game that is currently active in the League of Legends launcher. And because that doesn't have its separate category, we're here. Although, to be fair, this guy still looks a lot like Alistair. I don't think there's another Minotaur in League of Legends history. Probably somewhere in Runeterra. Does Alistair have earrings? I don't think so. Probably was something with like Legends of Worlds or Czech and Euro players. I mean, it was a very interesting mixture of players, right, Chris? You came to see the Doku. The Dogu is currently back on the couch because he decided that my couch is not comfy enough. It's interesting. He has so many surfaces and sometimes, like soft surfaces he can lie on. And sometimes he spends his whole day just in this room and sometimes he switches between them every 5 minutes. I don't understand the brain. Is this where Radek sleeps? It is actually quite comfy, but no, I don't make him sleep there. It's mostly if, like, my sister, for example, comes to visit. You weren't listening where you mentioned. I was saying that I'm curious what the criteria was for those picks. Very, very much so. For those players. It was a very wide variety. I'm always amused by the player names that especially the Korean, like the Asian area picks. Like Piglet is something that I find very adorable. When you played Wonderstop and we discussed tea and tea resin, I got somewhat hooked on the tea making and such that I might buy some proper tea to try. If you do Standis, please tell me. Because that whole tea resin conversation was fascinating. I'm afraid of this guy. We only have 3 rounds to kill him. Or like 6, 3 attacks to kill him. So I guess it's 7 rounds before he will best us. 7 rounds, and we need to deal 860 damage. Okay, let's think about this. Did I hear tea? Yes, we are playing Wonderstop, which is all about tea. Well, at least in a metaphorical way. And we had some interesting conversations about likes and dislikes about tea and tea resin and very, very, very interesting stuff. So where do we go from here? We need to get like at least triads or marches in terms of damage. We have 7 rounds. So on average, we need to deal 120 on average. Holy moly. 120 on average. So it's not even like a march would be enough because you also have the card damage. But the problem is you would have to achieve that all the time. So we probably need to have higher mode. You did hard mode at 9 minutes 25 freaking Kiana. Yes, her name is horrible to spell, right, Ituzina? I stumbled over that one so often as well. Like I always add like the U behind the Q or like I also forgot sometimes the Y. That's the worst part when you remember the name of the champ, but you don't remember how to spell it. First world problems, So we really need to try to go for like high damage. So actually playing for a Tetrid might be the way to go. So instead of getting rid of the 2s, potentially getting rid of these 2 cards. Might be better. These are 3 connected. Yeah. Of course, I'm getting a 5 and a 6. No, I don't want those. Huh. Let's try this once more. Well, this looks better, but it's not quite what I wanted. Where are we going from here? Am I trying to get like a Tetrid? Is that what we're trying? Or is it... This is so difficult. Stupid Alistair. There's this really cool line in the new LEC theme song that is, we'll do like Alistair's dad, we be raising the stakes. And it took me a moment to understand that. But it's very entertaining. Because, you know, Alistair is a cow, a minotaur. So Alistair's dad is raising a stake, the stakes. You're too lazy to decorate your level in Geometry Dash. I mean, it's funny. It's fun without the decoration, right? It's like... You watch some of Jesse's Tea House YouTube channel videos if you want some info on that. So you really did like a deep dive, Standis. Okay, what am I doing with you, game? I feel like keeping the 5 around is also important. And, like, honestly, not getting rid of any of these cards. Maybe I'll get rid of the 2s just so we have some more space to potentially get higher damage cards. I mean, 24 is better than nothing, but I'm not sure if it was worth it. I could go for like a... Diet set plus this. But that doesn't feel worth it. What kind of cards do I still have? Like, the 2 is just useful for this effect. Oh, I can't... Wait. Are those the ones that I have on my hand? Fire and Moon. Yes. Okay. Okay. So, Fire and Moon, I could build a 4 combo card thing with those. Oh, this boils my brain. I've actually played Geometry Dash quite a bit, but it's been a while ago. Too many games to play. Way too many. Especially now in April, there's some really cool stuff releasing. I mean, I could get rid of this one, but the problem is if I do, and then I get the 3 card, I will be very sad. Difficult choices. And just using 1 card is not really useful. Tetrad Marching Horde. An attack with a run of 5 cards in sequential order that all share the same suite. A horde is probably the easiest thing comparatively to do. Because we already have 3 moons. Which cards do I get rid of? We're going to get our first attack and we didn't even deal any damage yet. If we get 2 of those, if we get 2 Tetrads, we're good. If we get a horde, not so much. This doesn't deal enough damage. So, am I going for it and trying to, for example, build 2 hordes with these cards? So I could just get rid of all of these. I feel like there is more strategy to this. If I just do that, this is not going to deal that much damage, obviously. Sadly. Especially because we're now in exactly the same situation. I could now do this. No, I got rid of the 2. How high are our chances to actually get these cards? There's so many still in play. A number from 1 to 17. Why 17? That's very specific. We're going full on risk mode. Oh, would you look at that? We're getting somewhere. I need another one of these, game. Thank you. Yep, this is not going well. I should probably get rid of these 2, but if I do, I have less chance to do anything. Bonk. Aha! Awesome. But I don't think I will... Yeah, I will use that. Plus this one, just to deal more damage. These are 5 cards, right? Attack, my minions! Go forth! Oh, would you look at that? This also looks good. So we have 2 more rounds to get one of these cards. How are our chances? How many cards do we have left? We might be able to do this, actually. I just need this card. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Ooh, that's a lot. And I keep doing that. We just need to get lucky, right? We just need 1 card. We have 2 rounds. Please. No! We're dead. Damn it. Didn't work. Am I not? I think we're dead, right? Probably in the next round I would have gotten it. I think it took too long for me to decide on a strategy. Oh, 3, 3, 3. Oh, you're onto something. Do you think this might do enough damage, though, Stendis? I don't think so, sadly. Let's see, let's see, let's see. This is going to deal like 294 damage. Ah! No! So close. Damn it. So close. Yeah, we will kick him. Okay. Let's try this again. Maybe we get luckier this time. We now know at least how it works, right? At least somewhat. Somewhat. So, I think getting rid of the cards is actually much more useful than you would think. Which is a great sentence if you think about it. I think getting rid of like the lower level cards, potentially getting the higher level ones like this, yes. It's always going to be better to go for the march rather than a diet or a triad even. Damn it, that was so close. Ah. Damn it, damn it, damn it. I feel like if I would have like changed up my first moves in that game, in that run, it would have worked. But with the immortal German words, hätte Fahrradkette. Which is intranslatable to English, but it's like, don't think about would've, could've, should've options. Do I get rid of these 2 or maybe one of these ones as well? Nah, let's go rid of these ones. Not helpful. Better, but still not great. So if I do this, we're currently dealing little critical damage comparatively, but that's still going to be... do I want that? I feel like going this direction is better. Let's attack 34. Cool. We can now do 9, 10, 1, 2, 3. And that might be enough to kill, question mark? No, how much is 25 of that? It's going to deal 140... Yeah, anyway, I think that's the correct choice. Actually, definitely enough to kill. Bye-bye bison. And we didn't lose any health. So I think that is honestly the way to go here, is to really not lose health along the way. So you have as much as possible when you actually face the final boss. 7, 7, 9, 10, 1, 2. So this time we're missing a 3. Let's go for something similar. So I think we're going to go 7, 7 again. Am I getting rid of the 9? I don't think so. Obviously, if we use the 7s now, we're going to get an 8 in the next turn. Which would be nice. But for now, let's do this. Bonk, bonk. Not what I expected, but okay. We're definitely going to take damage now. This is not going to do enough. To not lose health sounds like a great plan in a lot of games. True. You know, the only thing you need to do to win is not lose. Did you know that? The 2 is useless, and I think that's it. Let's discard this one. That's also useless. I had high hopes for the living. 9, 10, 11, 12, 14. There's a 13 missing. Sadly. But I feel like I can't get rid of many more cards. Ah! Well, why are you late, dude? So now I can do this, and this. Well, not quite. Almost. Bye-bye. Actually, no, it's not enough. Huh. 9... But this is enough. At least it should be. Bye-bye, Dora. Have a nice evening. Damage taken, 10. The token next to the wolf is a bit unfortunate if you have mind of 10-year-old. Make it like 8. I think 8. Your brain is not braining today anymore. You cannot do math. It's not mathing. Well, then I really don't recommend you play this game, I must say. Reduces 50% damage from enemy's next attack if attack contains a critical card. Reduces damage of enemy's first attack. This is just outright better. Oh no, this is the first attack. Attacks containing a horde deal 100 plus damage. Okay, and I can reroll. I didn't even realize that the first time. Which one is the horde again? The horde is when you have the same suite. 5 of them. Attacks containing a horde containing a horde deal plus 100 damage. If it would be just color, that would be amazing. But it is sweet, so you need to have like 5 flames or scrolls. I'm still not sure what that symbol is supposed to be. Exactly. How often do we play the horde? Not often. All of my my main in the World of Warcraft is also Alliance. I'm not the biggest horde player. Sorry, that was a dad joke. I feel like one of the but this only helps you if you have a... Okay, you know what? Let's reroll. Though some unnatural means you have impressed... Wait, what? Through some unnatural means you have impressed the trader. He now offers you a unique sigil emanating a golden hue. Oh! Complete missions to unlock more rare sigils, he says, and they may appear among my wares. Sure. Decreases cost of buying and re-rolling sigils in the shop by 1 gold. That's nice. Cards in the Sun suite deal plus 15. Grants plus 20 chance to draw critical cards. After each battle, this effect is reduced. Ugh. Let's get these two. I want this one. And I want this one. Thank you. You started playing Jurassic World Evolution again. Okay. Never got into that game, but I must also admit that I've never gotten into Jurassic Park, Jurassic World, anything like that. Gains 8% max health per attack. I didn't even realize that the first time we fought it. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. That is not a straight. We need a 4 in there somewhere. So we have Sun cards are suddenly so much more expensive. So much more worth it. Actually, you know what? We're going to end up focusing on hordes. That's what's going to happen. Just wait. So we have currently 4 Sun cards. If we get rid of this and this and this, maybe, we have high chances that we get 1 Sun card, potentially. I feel like this is a dumb decision, but I'm going to try anyway. You love some dinos? Understandable. Dinosaurs are fun. Cards in the Sun suit deal plus 15 damage. So this is going to deal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 75 extra damage, correct? So this is going to deal 200. Plus, oh god, I'm not going to calculate that. My brain is also not mathing. Attack. That's pretty good. Maybe we shall manage to kill you, huh? 2, no. 4, 5, 6, no. We need to deal 70 damage. 71. Wait, we can discard. We still can discard. Wait. So, we could deal another... No, we can't deal another horde. So the 2 goes away now. And one of the 8s. So either we get 7. No, 7 would be good, basically. Let's discard these. That was the most unhelpful thing ever. Why do you keep giving me these? I mean, this could also work, right? This is 40 plus 30 extra damage, so if I put this one on it, it's going to be enough. Right? Because there are 2 Sun cards in this. This is going to be 70 plus whatever the numbers on these cards are. Haha! It worked. Leothras, hello there. 3 same number plus 2 same number will get you good damage. True. That is also helpful. But I like this new sigil we found. The sun has risen once again. We actually don't need to restore that much health. We are in a much better position. Unlikely brothers were Mordekaiser. Can I just say that Mordekaiser is such a weird name as a German person? It's like, it's not correct. But it's like Mordekaiser is like murderer emperor. Which, to be fair, kind of accurate. But it's still like, it's so on the nose. Imagine if this character would be called Murder Emperor. Also, hi, Intercept. Unlikely brothers were Mordekaiser and Atakan. One a hollow shell infused with the soul of a warlord. The other a demon with a soldier inside, like a splinter. Well put. One wonders if the man within sensed each other. Faces without names. Yes, there is no hiding from oneself. We may try to forget life's experiences, but they stay with us. Scars. I wonder how often you have to play through the story mode to actually hear all the story. Because if we would have finished the first time... Onwards! To glory! Something is not quite right with the size of this card. Command cards are the 4 highest cards. All command cards are drawn face down. Lovely. Ain't Mordechai from Hebrew. Might be. But maybe it's a combination, you know, of Mordekaiser. But it is... it's always a bit strange to me. Maybe it's like the Morde and then they're like Chai. Chai is like tea, so do we have a word that sounds kind of similar? Oh, there's a German word that means emperor. Mordekaiser. Yeah, he's the emperor of murders. Which, again, is very accurate for this champion. Like, I think it's actually a perfectly fitting name. Let's fight the crows. They at least don't deal that much damage, but this is kind of bothersome. Wait, what? Oh, okay. I was very confused why this card was suddenly down there. So, sun cards, very helpful. Sadly, we don't know which one of these are sun cards. We can deal some small damage with these. Emperor of many crows because of the murder of crows. True. I think that's a bit too complicated, Stendis. German is much nicer than English? I mean, depends. German can be, actually, and people always look at me funny when I say that, but German can sound really nice. I mean, once upon a time we were known as the country of the thinkers and the poets. And we have some really cool poetry, and it sounds lovely. But then if you start just listening to Rammstein, or something like it, that like emphasizes the roughness of German, or if you look too hard into all the grammar that comes with the German language, I understand why some people might prefer English, which is much easier. And in its base form, quite a bit more melodic, I would say. Do I get rid of these 4s? I mean, it is duo, it will deal 15 extra damage. It's better than discarding it. So this will deal 39. Do I throw more into the mix? We can try one thing. No, there's a 10 missing. Let's do that. Aha! Well, this looks good. So, we're getting somewhere. I still don't know what these are. None of these are duos. That's good to know. So we can, in theory, if we get a 10, we can build something here. But for now, I need 5 or 10. Well, damn it. That's not good. I don't want to use these like that. I could use one of them, simply. Because it is probably... If we use this now, we will learn whether we are needing the last one or the first one. No, we will just know whether we have an ace. That's what we would know. You like German because of Rammstein? Well, that's the other version. True, Leotras. I mean, you can beautifully use the inherent roughness for some really cool music, right? So, you didn't like German, but then you lived in the UK and now you hate English and would prefer German. That's how life sometimes goes, right? Let's get rid of this one. I'm going to take 4 more damage, I guess. Or I can discard it. But I don't think that's a good idea. Okay, Why do we need a 10 in this? I don't like that. That's mean. This is a very unfortunate situation, let me tell you. I'm going to leave the 8 out. I'm going to discard these 3. This is just... Ah! So, we now have two 1s here. Like the 11, basically. Fawn makes some really cool music. Yes, I agree with that. Like in terms of folk rock, folk metal, medieval rock, medieval metal, there's some really, really, really cool German bands. And Fawn is one of them. I've actually seen them live multiple times. And now I have their songs stuck in my brain. I know actually which cards we have here. Actually, I'm lying. Maybe we have... No, we don't have a triad. And we don't have a diet set. So it's literally... Like, these are doubles and these are singulos. So we have all of the command cards and the first one double. So we literally just need the stupid 10. This is so stupid. I mean, I can use these because this will deal quite a bit of damage thanks to the fact that these are sun cards. So if I use these cards, I will deal at least 45 extra damage. And maybe we're getting a 10. Wait. Why didn't that do extra damage? Well, that's a lot of cards now. We have a triad now. Great, we still don't have a single 10 in this build. We can get rid of one of these and play the triad. But the problem is, if I do that, we don't have enough damage. So only cards in a set deal actual damage. For some reason, my brain didn't realize that. Blind Guardian is also German, correct. Oh, now you all know the bots and their songs. Oh, if you want to get like goosebumps, look up Blind Guardian Bard song Wacken. That's like... There's already obviously something really cool when people like know your songs and sing your songs alongside you when you're performing. But this like, oh, you have the band and they're not singing. Like, it's just the audience that is singing the complete song perfectly. Oh, it's so cool. You discovered Fawn recently and they instantly went into your whimsical playlist next to Aurora, Skald, and Alpine Universe. True. Yeah, those fit nicely together. I actually know and listen to all of those. I have a very big soft spot for like medieval folk, medieval metal. I like those a lot. You like German because you started doing a lot of trips to Austria and love reading out loud all the weird words. I mean, that's my life here in the Czech Republic. My 3 years of German in elementary school gave me only colors, numbers, and a few random words. To be fair, those are helpful. Not so helpful is what I'm doing here. Damn it. Diet set. So these are... I'm guessing these are 2 12s and 2 13s. Which is not helping anyone. Am I going for this? I feel like that's not good. But I'm also... Do I only... An attack with no matching sets, runes, or groupings of similar suits, where the highest rank card alone deals the damage. Okay. So, if I use this one, I'll get 18 damage. So I need to get rid of 2 of these, maybe, and these ones, and hope I'll get a freaking 10. Basically. I'm cursed. Look at this. Like, look at this. I didn't have... Okay, I also didn't have a single 2. But I didn't have a single 10. How is this possible? Oh, God. My luck is atrocious. The Bard song by Blind Guardian is so good. And it is a top-notch D&D song, that's true. If you, like in general, I think medieval metal, medieval rock fits lovely into D&D sessions. Or, like, just into this atmosphere. Would you believe a hand like this? There's a song that is actually a collaboration between Blind Guardian and another really cool band of the genre called Saltatio Mortis. And currently I forgot the name of it. Wait, I quickly need to look that up. I can't play it for you because that's streaming problems. But... what's the name? I can sing you the whole thing in theory. Finsterwacht is the name of the song. There's also an English word, an English version of it. And it is actually in an old, like in a Darkengard. Exactly, that's the English version. The German one is even cooler in my opinion. But the English one is also dope if you want to understand more. And it is set in, I think, the Dark Eye universe, which is like an RPG universe from Germany. And it's just like, cool, and goosebumps, and amazing, and we could talk about music till the day I die. Another really cool German band in this genre is Van Canto, which is an a cappella metal band. So there's like 5 singers that sing a cappella and 1 drummer. And the coolest song in terms of like campfire vibes is Last Night of the Kings. And I feel like I'm putting out way too much info. Probably half of it is already forgotten. Oh, what do I do with you, game? So if I use this, I will at least deal some damage, right? But my chance to get a 10 is abysmal. I, of course, always get rid of the wrong one. What are the chances? I need healing, big time. Okay, now this is more or less an experiment at this point. What do I need to do to get a 10 here? Finally. Only took me a ton of damage. Remember how I said, like, the most important thing is to not lose so much health? Yeah, well, I just took 28 damage from stupid ravens. That was not very efficient. Solo attack deals plus 40 damage. Oh, that's actually kind of cool. Grants plus 5 chance to draw critical cards. So this one is normal, this one is rare. Grants a discard after each enemy attack. Nice, but no, give me this one. And it costs 0 now to reroll, so maybe we get something else that's cool. Command cards are never removed from attacks. What? Command cards are never removed from attacks. Oh, that can be cool and horrible. Reduces 50% damage from enemies' next attack if attack contains critical... Yeah, okay. This one would be nice, but we don't have that much money. If they're not included in the combination, I guess. Oh, so you mean... Ah, so you think it is... Huh. Are you sure? Like, so you mean, like... I could just use 5 individual cards from the command cards and they would work? Would that count as a solo attack? I have no idea what this does and I want it. Give. Give me that one. Good. I think we'll just try that. What could go wrong? We're not fighting the elite today. We are fighting the normal fox. What does the fox say? The fox says fire cards deal less damage. Or no damage, rather. No card value damage. So why don't we... So... I'm going to do this, I think. And just get rid of some cards here. Because I would like more suns. Sorry for wishing you luck at the beginning. Seems I brought my bad luck to you instead. That's the part of the fun for these games. In my opinion. So as long as I'm not actually like crying my eyes out, all is good. The wheels are spinning, but the hamster is dead. Is your feeling towards this? Oh no, the poor hamster. Let's attack. We're going to deal at least some damage, and we have a whole lot of new cards. And we'll look at that. We now have a horde, and we will see now whether our command cards disappear or not. The raven left you weak and weary. Yeah, Edgar Allan Poe, There's also, speaking of music and Edgar Allan Poe, there's a band that made a whole album around Edgar Allan Poe. And it's really cool. Also, now I want to read Krabat again. Maybe I should. Let's attack. Okay, so they do disappear like this. We've learned. I'm guessing the theory was correct that they don't disappear when not included in a... Command cards are never removed from attacks, so they will attack... Let's try just that. So... Well, this is diet, literally. That doesn't work. Damn it! 4, 5, 6, 8... This will deal enough damage to kill. I'm not overthinking this now. But we can see... No, none of these are hero cards. Bye-bye, Fox. You'd like the name of this band? Well, the funny part is that I currently don't remember it. My brain feels currently too full of info and simultaneously too empty. I'm going to try to remember and I'll get back to you, Karika. I'm going to look up the lyrics later because my brain, for whatever reason, is really good at remembering like lyrics of songs, but oftentimes nothing else. Our Lord, he went by many names. Tyrant of the great grass ocean, the unconquered king. You were there. Yes, I served under him, just as you did, Katashli. You are forgiven for forgetting my face. Well, we can't really see your face. I was just a soldier. But you, some said that Sanusal considered you a friend. A friend. Before you fall, of course, my fall. Oh, you forgot even that. I will help you remember. Give me health. I don't care about the rest. Oh god, oh god, oh god. 2 more fights. Can we do that? Oh, another fox. Ah! Come on, give me lucky cards. That doesn't look so great. I mean, we have 4 fire cards, which is pretty good. We can get rid of all the stone cards, because they don't deal extra damage. Although we have 3 stone cards. So, no, that's really not worth it. Let's get rid of these. Aha! So, fire, fire. Fire, fire, fire. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have, ladies and gentlemen, we have a marching horde. I think that's the first time we managed this, right? Wow. That is a bit of an overkill. That's the first time we killed something in one go. Who would have thought that that goes by so fast? Like, this... Can we manage this and attack with a run of the 5 highest cards that all share the same suite? Unlikely. Very unlikely, but we can always try. Permanently gains... Okay, Minotaur. How many rounds do we survive this time? Let me do some calculations. You can say what you want about German. It is the best language for fantasy medieval stuff. For me, obviously. Like, I think Czech also works. Like, that also has a similar vibe. But it's this... I don't know, to this day, when I'm reading fantasy, I prefer German, actually. When I'm reading, like, sci-fi, I prefer reading in English. And I'm not sure why. There's a build to that, and it's funny when you got it. Lots of rerolls and few other things. You mean to get the 2000 damage thing? Potentially. I'm guessing there's a lot of little tricks and secrets. What did I want to calculate? Oh, yeah. So, 8 plus 16 plus 24 plus 32. Yeah, we have the same amount of turns as last time, which is not a lot. Okay. What can we do here? We have 3 moons. We have 3 stones. Stones, wait. The game told us. It's a stone. 3 moons, 3 stones, 2 fire. Not great. I could just get rid of all of you. And see what happens. Well, see, this is already much better. There is now a lot of fire here. Because if we're remembering, getting a horde is not the worst way to deal damage. Huh. So what the demon's hand is we need to have the 10, 11, 12, 13, and ace all of the same suite. I'm tempted to just play for that, just out of, like, curiosity, if that could work. Like, it's the only way to insta-kill, right? 2000. We have 2 fire. How many cards are there? So if I would discard, we have 2 more rounds of discards, where you get rid of 5 cards. The fluff is a demon's hand. Well, the name of the game is Demon's Hand, and I keep closing the freaking game. And the demon, like, there's a couple different attacks, a couple different card combinations. And this one is the strongest. You would tank the whole run. No risk, no fun. But to be fair, I'm also not sure whether, like, this is actually so much more difficult than this. Let me quickly do some calculations, okay? So, we have 1, 2, 3, how many cards? 39. We already got rid of a couple. So we have 39 cards, of which... This is going to be difficult. We need to basically get rid of all of these, but this one, and this one. We need these. That would be good. We need one. So 1, 2, 3, 39 cards. You get rid of 5, up to 5 per turn. Yeah, that's not going to work. I keep doing this, damn it. So, I could, in theory, get rid of all of these cards. Are we risking this? Because I kind of want to. It's easy, it's just 50-50. You either get it or you don't. Let's do it. Screw it. Let's ball. Let's do it. Okay. We're not done yet. No, that's the wrong one. So I guess we're attacking with this. This is not going to deal much. This is going to deal like 10 plus 4. It's not even a... Yeah, that doesn't make a difference. So this is going to deal like 35 damage, if this is correct. Something like that. But we have 6 turns. Actually, this could be fun. This could work. That's actually more than I expected. Guys, we're getting closer. So this will deal 50 plus 25 crit damage. How many cards are left? That was actually so much more than I expected. Come on, game! Please make this happen. That would be so fun. We only need one more. We only need the 10. It's the wrong red one. Come on, game. And we are done. 2051. Only 33 years till then. Well, would you look at that? Your reputation spread among friend and foe alike. Do you know what our warriors whispered behind your back? Dull chatter. It's like a goblin. They called you our lord's ragged blade, his blind faithful dog. To whomever he pointed, your jaws would snap closed around their neck. Unafraid to kill even your own men, only afraid to think for yourself. They are just men. Well, this is not fun. The game ended. Demon's Hand, done, nothing more. This was cool. I like that. So, yeah, I'll show you anyway. Like, I guess it continues onwards, right? But I'm going to wrap up today's stream. I don't want to exert my voice after having to take such a long break. My goodness, that was fun. This was quick, right? The last two battles were surprisingly on point. See, that's what we're learning. Sometimes it's just really good to go for it and just take all the risks. My goodness. What? This is fun. Might have to check this, play this some more. So, but for now, I'm going to wrap up today's stream. Thank you so much for making my little mini comeback so nice. I hope I will not have to take such a long break anytime soon. Although there is Easter coming up. No, it's not going to be that long. So, thank you once again. I hope you had a good time. I'll be back soon, hopefully. There's also going to be videos, probably tomorrow or the day after. Video. Thank you. Stay safe, stay kind. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful rest of the day. Stay healthy. And see you soon. Bye-bye, everyone.